Alrighty, back at it with the Duelist Kingdom season coming close to the end. However, in this one, Kaiba is taking on none other than PaniK The Eliminator, which, if I look at it realistically, I don't think PaniK is going to win. I think Kaiba might just be a bit too powerful, but you never know. You never know what's going to happen in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, starting off with, we are at Kaiba's perspective. He's picked up Crush card. He's also got Blackland Fire Dragon and Lesser Dragon. Just thrown down Ryukishin Powered. He's also got a Flute of Summoning Dragon as well. Alright, a face down defense from PaniK. And there is a Monster Reborn just drawn from Kaiba as well. So he's got a very good starting hand. If he pulls Lord of D and Castle of Dark Illusions straight off the bat for PaniK as well. So a good defensive start for PaniK in Castle of Dark Illusions. Kaiba is on 7,670 life points. PaniK throws down a face down defense as well and puts the Dark Energy onto his Castle of Dark Illusions, increasing its defensive power. Oh, and look at that, Lord of D for Kaiba. Unfortunately, for Kaiba, he can't really do much with it just yet. He will need something a bit stronger. Big Eye has just been flipped up as well, so PaniK will be able to organize the top 5 cards of his deck. So if PaniK's got anything good, we're going to see it in the next couple of turns. Well, for Kaiba, he really needs a Blue Eyes. He's strongest dragon. He doesn't have any other dragon that would be base attack over, well, was going to be 2230, it's now 2430, as PaniK has played Yami to the field, increasing the defense of his Castle of Dark Illusions even further. And the dragon dwelling in the cave is drawn for Kaiba. Not a card that he used in the anime, just added to his deck to make the 40 card quota. And also fitting with Kaiba's love of dragons kind of theme here as well. Alright, draw phase for PaniK. He's also got Earthbound Spirit there as well, which Kaiba did attack. He lost 400 more points from that exchange. There's Gift of the Mystical Elf, which Kaiba could use to reinforce his life points by 300 for every monster on the field. Played that against Yugi in their Duelist Kingdom match for the winner to gain entry to Pegasus's castle. And there's the Judge Man. Unfortunately though, at only 2200, Judge Man still would not be able to break through PaniK's defense. Kaiba lays down Crush card. He's up to that card limit, so he doesn't necessarily want to throw any cards away for the moment. PaniK puts down another defense. It is PaniK's style to defend. Kaiba has just drawn Sagi the Dark Clown, so he has the combo of Crush card and Sagi the Dark Clown if he so desires. However, none of PaniK's defensive monsters are actually above 1500 attack, so it won't really do much. Unless PaniK's holding a stronger monster, which it looks like he isn't, he would have played it by now. Alright, Judge Man going in for an attack and destroys Majin Gun. It's just a throwaway from PaniK. Phase. Alright, turn change back to PaniK. What is he drawing on this turn? 6 cards in hand. So a slow, methodical duel being played right now by Kaiba. And PaniK. Slow and methodical isn't really Kaiba's style. It's more PaniK's, but... Alright, Kaiba has drawn Rude Kaiser. Alright, Kaiba flips up Gift of the Mystical Elf, 1500 life points. So Kaiba now at 8770, he's got more than what he started with. And PaniK is just throwing down his weaker 2-stars for the moment. And no, Kaiba goes straight to the end phase. And decides to throw away Rude Kaiser. It is a 5-star. Does require a tribute to get that to the field. And PaniK just going straight to his end phase. Oh, and there it is. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Alright, Kaiba assessing carefully. PaniK hasn't got anything else on the field to block this with. And there it is, Flute of Summoning Dragon. So he can summon 2 dragons. So down goes the Blue Eyes itself. However, Blue Eyes will be the only one strong enough that can actually get through both of these defenses. So unfortunately for Kaiba, he will have to wait another turn before he can finally start getting to PaniK's life points and break down that defense. Alright, there goes the Castle of Dark Illusions. Kaiba with a formidable attack force right now. PaniK with 7 cards in hand, and he's baited Kaiba in. PaniK looks like he may have been holding onto that dark hole for a while, but he's decided to sweep the field. And throws down Polymerization. So that is Frenzied Panda and Ryukishin, although in this occasion, PaniK has used Versago the Destroyer. As Barox has come to the field, it's going to be at 1580. It does put it in range for Crush Card. Kaiba does have that monster reborn though. And down goes Doku Roizu, the Grim Reaper. So a combined total of 2480. Alright, Kaiba is down to 6290 life points. PaniK's still at 8000. Imagine that, 19 turns into a game and Kaiba has not damaged life points. That is almost unheard of. Alright, down goes Shadow Spell. Kaiba, of course, does have Monster Reborn and does play it, so he will bring back the Blue Eyes White Dragon. PaniK without any magic or traps on the field to block, so PaniK is finally going to take a hit here. And Kaiba does have Lesser Dragon as well, so maintaining a hold of Sagi the Dark Clown, which means that Kaiba, if he does get in trouble, he does still have that up his sleeve as well, Crush Card along with Sagi the Dark Clown. PaniK has finally taken some damage. He's down to 6280. Kaiba is on 6290. I don't think I've ever seen that before in a Yu-Gi-Oh game. 10 life points difference between the two players right now. Alright, Lord of Zemaya is played. It's a 1500. And Kaiba flips up the Shadow Spell and catches hold of Lord of Zemaya, reducing it down to 800. And it's looking like Kaiba may have finally taken the advantage in this one. There's a Dragon Treasure as well. Kaiba puts it onto the Blue Eyes White Dragon and decides to keep Sagi in hand. He's got that as a backup. 2500 off PaniK, and it looks like Kaiba may finally have this first match. 1200, PaniK down to 2580, Kaiba still at 6290. Alright, draw phase for PaniK. He's got one more turn to try and turn things around. Throws down a defense and goes to his end phase. Kaiba has pulled the mighty Hitotsumi Giant. And no, Kaiba doesn't play any monsters down. Oh, brave. Goes in for the attack with Lesser Dragon, and he gets it. It is Hyro's Shadow Scout. And Kaiba had La Jin coming. That would have been at 2000 with Yami on the field. But Kaiba is going to finish it off with the Blue Eyes White Dragon. All right, 1-0 for Kaiba. It was a long match. 46 turns. I think that was the number, or was I seeing things? It felt like it. It was a fairly long match. It was a methodical match. PaniK tried his best to defend, but didn't pull his attack forces. Alright, PaniK wins rock, paper, scissors in this match, or in this round. And here we go. There's Castle of Dark Illusions again. He's also got Earthbound Spirit there as well. He's also got Castle Walls, which fits the aesthetic of his Castle of Dark Illusions. Turn change. Kaiba with his first draw. Kaiba lays down a face-down defense and a face-down spell or trap of his own. So not rushing into anything just yet. There's Duku Roizu, the Grim Reaper. PaniK summons that which feeds on life, and it looks like he may be gearing up for an attack, which is a risk. Kaiba does have some defense. It is Hitotsu Me Giant. And Kaiba activates Castle Walls. Well, how about that? So both players have had a Castle Walls on the field. PaniK still has his, but Hitotsu Me Giant will survive the first turn. And now turn change back to Kaiba. Now what does Kaiba have in response? He's tributed Hitotsu Me Giant and played down the Sword Stalker. Good play from Kaiba, defending with Hitotsu Me Giant in place to tribute it, and has gone in to destroy that which feeds on life from PaniK. So Kaiba taking the advantage here, baiting PaniK into an attack, and coming down with the Sword Stalker, which in the anime had an effect of gaining 100 points per monster in the graveyard. It had Shadow Ghoul's effect when Kaiba played it in the anime. However, for Sword Stalker, he does not get the strength of his fallen allies in his normal monster form. Alright, PaniK threw down another defense. He does still have that Castle Wall, so Castle of Dark Illusions at least would be safe for a turn if attacked, and it is. PaniK has no choice. He flips up the Castle Walls. And Kaiba will lose 430 life points. He's down to 75-70. Now, PaniK does have Earthbound Spirit, so he can match the attack of Sword Stalker's attack with his Earthbound Spirit's defense. Castle of Dark Illusions won't be so lucky on the next turn, potentially. So Kaiba's still got 6 cards in hand. Doesn't play anything, just goes straight for the battle phase. And Hyro's Shadow Scout is flipped up. There's Mesmeric Control, that will go to the graveyard. Kaiba only picked up a couple of monsters. Weren't really any good ones there. He's now got 8 cards in hand, so he may have to chuck a couple here. No, throws down a face down spells and traps. 3 of them. Is he thinking about a 4th? No, he's... Okay, he's used his main phase 2 to throw down a defense. Interesting. Okay, Trap Hole from PaniK. He throws down Job Change Mirror. Trap Hole's a very useful card. If Kaiba tributes and tries to get a Blue Eyes out, PaniK can spring that. Alright, Kaiba with another face down defense. And he has just destroyed the Castle of Dark Illusions, so one of PaniK's main defensives are gone. There's Ryukish Empowered. And PaniK throws down Duku Roizu, the Grim Reaper, keeping up those defenses. PaniK really needs King of Yami Makai or Ushioni. He hasn't drawn them yet. Didn't draw them in the last match either. as it would seem. Kaiba 5 cards in hand. Does have 2 face-down defenses, possibly looking for a Blue Eyes. It's just tributed. And he's thrown down Rude Kaiser. He got rid of Dragon dwelling in the cave. And PaniK chooses not to use Trap Hole. Oh, an Invigoration. Okay, so Rude Kaiser now at 2200. And that will get over Earthbound Spirit. However, Kaiba will have to pick right. He's got Dukuruizu the Grim Reaper. And he goes for the one in front of Rude Kaiser. It's Job Change Mirror. So PaniK's still got Earthbound Spirit on the field. If Swordstalker attacks it, PaniK may buy himself through another turn. There's Dark Titan of Terror. And PaniK throws down King Fog instead. A fiend that dwells in a blinding curtain of smoke. Kaiba throws down a Blackland Fire Dragon. It's going to be tempting for PaniK to use the Trap Hole, but he has to hold it. He has to wait. He may be even regretting now not using it on Rude Kaiser. I mean, PaniK couldn't have known that an Invigoration was coming straight after. And PaniK gets no backsies. He can't take that back. And Mystic Horseman has just been flipped up as well. So it's looking bleak for PaniK now. He's got a lot of monsters in for attack. Blackland Fire Dragon goes in and gets a win. And Kaiba goes with Mystic Horseman. It is Earthbound Spirit. So Kaiba looking to do the most amount of damage possible to PaniK's life points. He will still hit for 2000 though. Kaiba momentarily did go under PaniK's life points by 30. Again, very odd, but PaniK is now at 4900, Kaiba at 6870, and PaniK has nothing in his hand. And I think it's only a matter of time from here. He's thrown down Ryukushin Powered and has destroyed the Mystic Horseman to try to get something going, but it might buy him another turn. Unless Kaiba summons another monster. PaniK does not have enough life points to be able to defend everything here. And there is Ryukushin. And PaniK, I do believe, may have no choice. Let's add that up. Well, he's activated it anyway, but that'll be 200, then 40, 200, and 1,000. Okay, yeah, so PaniK. Oh, and Kaiba's just thrown down a Monster Reborn. So yes, with that Ryukushin, PaniK wouldn't have had enough life points to survive. Kaiba is returning the Mystic Horseman. So PaniK will not have enough life points to survive all these attacks. And this will be the end of the match. There goes Ryukushin. So it's 5,500 altogether that PaniK would lose from these. And he only had, what was it, 4,700, 4,800, whatever it was, 4,900. With a 4 at the start, it doesn't give PaniK enough, and he is defeated by Kaiba in straight sets, but a defensive effort. Unfortunately for PaniK, he just couldn't draw his attacking monsters. Well, that's it for this Duelist Kingdom match. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Up in Battle City, it is going to be... I don't know who it's going to be. Actually, let me check the graph quickly. That is Duelist Kingdom. I can tick that now. Kaiba defeats PaniK. And Kaiba and Mai are tied for first place. And it may come down to the last round. Kaiba and Mai might actually draw the season. Bracket HQ. Alright, in Battle City, we will have Weevil and Mako. There we go. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. There will be a Chaz match and a Gravekeepers match coming up as well. So stay tuned on the channel if you are keen for them. Thanks for tuning in wherever you are in the world. Stay safe. Take care. Farewell.